What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Taking a Risk with George. It is officially day 4 of Camp Hales. Unfortunately, the last day. I'm so sad, but it is such a beautiful morning that I have to get up. The grass is soaking wet, soaking my socks. I am wearing shoes, so it's soaking those as well. The water is literally just seeping right through the shoes. Oh, I hate that feeling. But I've got to do one last walk around before we get out of here. Stay tuned. Alright, so check it out. Look at that. The sun is up there. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, Camp Hales did not go as planned this year, but you know what? That's what the risk is when you come to Camp Hales. You never know what the Hales is going to happen. Schedule fell through almost immediately. We really didn't stick to anything. We kind of just whiffed it, improvised, which you know I love improvising. Heard some really weird sounds, and I'm hoping to get over here to the pond. I probably should quiet up just a little bit. Hoping to get over here, catch that gator. Not necessarily catch it with my hands, just catch it on camera. Oh wow, look at all the dragonflies. Tons of them. I'm supposed to call them flagon guys or something like that. One of the viewers commented me, since I call butterflies flutterbys, I should call dragonflies flagon guys. Which, yeah, I think that's funny. I did also learn, somebody went into depth, Betsy Mindfreak, about the cypress tree knees, and absolutely wonderful. And she definitely confirmed what I was saying about how there's no true explanation, but they have theories. And one of the theories was, hold on, I'll tell you guys after I get to this pond, all nice and quiet like. So there's supposed to be a 10-foot gator somewhere over here. I don't see anything, do you? I think that's a morning crow. Probably not. It's probably not a morning crow. I'm just going to call it a morning crow, though. Yeah, I can do it too, buddy. Filming here, if you don't mind. Wow, and just like that, he's right back to it. Well, I was coming down here, and I was explaining the cypress knees, so there is no proven explanation as to why they have them, but there is a lot of theories. And what the theories are what I mentioned before in the video where I nearly died. In case you didn't see that one, I was walking through the swamp, had no clue where I was going, just looking for bottles, mammoth tooths, creatures, of course. You know I love looking for creatures, and I came across one of Florida's deadliest creatures without knowing it. But not only that, it's not only one of Florida's most deadly creatures, it's also one of Florida's most aggressive. And the fact that I was able to stand mere feet away from this thing and have a conversation and a stare down with it is absolutely ridiculous. Anybody who knows or has lived in Florida is like coming at me and saying, you are so lucky. Those things are so aggressive, they chase you. And that's what I was literally talking about before. That is one of the snakes that does not care. But they also did mention that it's probably well fed, which may or may not be the reason it wasn't interested. Oh, I like that sound. That clicking noise. Somebody said that's Bigfoot or Sasquatch that makes all that clicking noise. So I did get extremely lucky. If I wasn't as perceptive as I try to be, or as observant as I try to be, I more than likely would have stepped within striking distance, which I could have very well been in striking distance of that water moccasin, that's what that actually was. I was told by somebody I trusted that that was not a deadly snake and that I should catch it, but I went with my better judgment, which I usually do, and I decided not to touch a wild creature that I had no clue what it was, even though somebody told me it was not poisonous, because it was later on confirmed that it is actually extremely poisonous. So thank goodness for that. That is definitely, that's how I like to operate, you know. I say it all the time, my better judgment. Something's right here. I just spooked something. It ran back, so I'm not necessarily worried about it, but we're taking one of the trails that is a little bit more clear. As you can see, I've got room on both sides. Now, Jeremy did mention before that he has seen snakes on this trail, and he has caught a few. Once again, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I am not looking to capture anything, touch anything. That is not my intentions. I like to observe. I'm a strictly look and don't touch type of guy. But I was also told, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh man, there's stuff. Oh, it's a dragonfly. That's a big one. Or a flagon guy. That's pretty cool. That's a little ominous right there. I don't think we've made this trail. Which I wonder, because we did actually run into the pigs last night. If you were watching one of Guapo's many lives from the other night, we did actually run right into the pigs with the gator while we were joyriding at night. And none of us had the instinct, including myself, which I feel bad for, to jump out and try to wrangle them, which I was kind of surprised because they were rather slow, which I thought was weird. I always thought the hogs and the pigs were kind of quick, so it was weird, you know, running up against them with the gator. Oh, creatures! That sounded like a scurrying, not a slithering, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, so we definitely had the opportunity. Guapo attempted, and Jeremy shut that down immediately. He was very disappointed that we spooked him. But I think if we all would have collaborated, we could have jumped out and wrangled them the way we were intending to. It just would not have been inside the pen like Jeremy intended. So I heard clicking, and ever since I got that comment, and so many of you have commented with my walkarounds that in the background somewhere you can see a swamp ape walking around, or a Bigfoot or Sasquatch. So I'm definitely trying to be more perceptive to that. I usually look down when I'm on these walks because that is where the most danger is going to come from. I mean, I guess a bird can come and scoop me away. That'd be pretty cool. I'm sure Florida has pterodactyls. You know, it's not hard to believe. I probably shouldn't get too loud. These dragonflies or flagon guys are following me around, which I think is pretty neat. But so is this little mosquito or fly or something. You know, you can be on camera, buddy. You don't have to land on my forehead. It's rude. I'm filming here. But we have actually dwindled down. We did lose Conky as well. His shark fishing adventure was so exciting that the rest of the trip has just been a bummer. So he did end up taking off on us. So Camp Hales went from, technically, there's supposed to be 8 or 9 of us, you know, with the kids included, Christian and Patience. And now there's just 3, the 3 musketeers, me, Guapo, and Rob. And we've been honestly making the best of our time. You guys will see it, or you have already seen it if I've already posted those videos. Oh, there's squirrels. Oh, he's dropping nuts on me. Try it again, Mr. Squirrel. There he is. Squirrel creatures. Can't be staring up. He's just running around on them sticks. I wonder what he dropped. Oh, he was drinking a Mountain Dew. Son of a gun. How dare you litter, sir? Squirrel, sir? Wow, this is beautiful. I don't know. I don't think I've walked back here in a very long time. We usually take the gator through here and we go by so quick that you almost miss how beautiful it is. Oh, there's something red on that tree over there. Let's go exploring. And this is the type of stuff you definitely want to be aware of, be weary of, because there could be holes. I was notified. Any types of little holes in the mud, especially on the dry riverbed. There could actually be alligators in the dry riverbed. They're just staying underneath in the mud. Where'd that red thing go? There it is. So definitely need to be observant, cognitive, very paying close attention to where I'm going for sure. I just can't believe my luck that I survived something that should have been almost unsurvivable, you know. That thing should have chased me, and I was probably close enough to get hit, especially with the way I was walking up on it. If it would have came at me at that very moment that I walked up on it, I more than likely would have tripped and fell backwards. So I'm definitely counting my lucky stars. I really don't know what that is. I'm not sure. Jeremy may have put it there, or the previous owners may have put it there, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I literally am looking around and I see no other bugs besides for flagon guys flying around and these two stinking flies that are flying around my head nonstop. But let's do a quick look around for a Sasquatch or a Florida ape, swamp ape, Florida man swamp ape. Haven't showered in a few days. I have swamp ape underwear on. They didn't start out that way. That's just what they've been turned into. And this is, of course, the trail that we take with the gator. We come flying through here. Rob and Guapo are still asleep, so I figured I'd get myself one last walk around before we say goodbye to this place. It's going to be so hard to say goodbye. Really have been enjoying our time, especially, you know, bonding with friends that I hardly get to see. Super duper fun and exciting, you know. So that's definitely a nice thing. Oh wow, look at that, a levitating leaf. Do you guys see that? That leaf is just levitating midair. How cool is that? Super duper fun yesterday. We went to the Devil's Den, which of course you guys will hopefully see that video if I haven't already posted it. And met a lot of cool people there. A lot of cool people. Oh, there's some cypress knees. So those are the cypress knees that I was talking about earlier, those little sticks. And what I also learned about the cypress trees is that the roots, the reason they have to have these, that comes out of the roots. So the reason they have to have the cypress knees is because the trees, as tall as they are, their roots also go straight down that much. So apparently these things are strong enough to withstand hurricanes. Like, you will never see one. That's what the report said. You will never see one that is like knocked over like that, uprooted and stuff. So let's take a look where I'm going. Don't want to walk on anything. And this is an area that I definitely want to be wary of course. But check out all these cypress knees. And the tallest ever recorded cypress tree knee was 14 feet. And I'm not gonna say Jeremy might have one that'll beat that, but I think there's a good chance that Jeremy might have one that'll beat that. And the funny thing is, that one was found in Georgia, which, you know, that's just one state away from Florida. So it's very possible that oh wow, look at that. What did I just come across? Check that out. These are awesome. I absolutely love seeing these cypress knees, or tree nipples as I like to call them. Anybody spotted a swamp ape yet? I feel like if there was around watching me, maybe because I have a camera he might not, but I feel like they'd come and talk to me. I'm friendly. I love nature. Pretty sure that's why that water moccasin didn't kill me. And we did have a rather large bonfire last night. Oh, look at that. This is what, oh, whoa, no way. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Bottle. Look at that one. Half in, half out. That is too cool. Oh, it's broken. Never mind. It's not half in, half out. Oh, that took away all that fun for that one. But there's another one or two or three over here. That is too cool. I'm serious. If I was actually looking hard for any types of artifacts and not trying to make sure I don't walk up on another water moccasin or other type of deadly snake that lives and resides in Florida, I'm sure I'd be able to find tons of cool stuff around here. And I'll just have to get myself some impenetrable boots and some thick pants, because the boots are thick. They're thick rubber boots. So I think if the snake would have struck around the boot, I think I may have been okay. I don't know how strong their fangs are, but I know they are pretty delicate. So if they do hit something too hard, they can fall out. And that's one of the features of venomous snakes. Their fangs do fall out all the time and they're quickly replaced. Here's another bottle. That's pretty cool. So I think if it would have struck That's pretty cool. If it would have struck the boot, I would have been fine. But literally, the boot ends around my shin, and from there up, it's literally just like a fabric, a plastic fabric-ish. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but it's water resistant or waterproof. Look at that. What do we got here? So if it would have struck above the boot, I for sure would have had a fang in my shin, or my knee, or God forbid, my crotch area. Oh Lord, I don't even want to think about that. Sorry, boys. All right, like a glutton for punishment, I see some water. I'm not wearing proper attire today. Man. A lot of you mentioned to me that it wasn't in striking position either. If I would have walked up on it when it was coiled, it more than likely would have struck. It may have been, I mean, I saw it, and through editing, I saw it several times. I watched this snake that I walked up on when I was editing, you know, right before I actually noticed it live, you know, because you can see it in the frame before I actually get there, and it's staying in the exact same position. It's just staying right there, and I don't believe I ever captured it moving, so I don't think it was slithering towards me and it heard me come. It probably heard me coming a long time ago and froze up from that. So more than likely, it was just on its way somewhere, and I just happened to interrupt it, and holy moly. I am so glad this is dried up. Folks, check this out. Whoa, I don't think the camera is capturing how amazing that is, and that almost got me for a quick second. Oh no, this is thick mud. That's okay, I got to get over here. I think that is the biggest cypress knee. Oh look, we've got tracks. Oh, that's just duck though. Duck, duck, goose. But you know where there's, oh no, I'm sinking into this mud. That's never a good thing. Where there's ducks, there's more than likely. So that right there is a cypress tree, for anybody that is wondering. So as you can see, that thing is humongous. I would say it's at least 100, 115 feet tall. And according to the research, the root goes down just as tall as the tree is high. So this tree will never be uprooted. That is a cypress tree that was cut. As you can see, it broke, so it's not uprooted. That thing is probably never going to come up. But check this out. I don't know if I'd be able to get over there. And this is the type of mud I was warned to be careful of, because this is still very moist. It's thick. I mean, there could be a hole, a sinkhole right here that I could just fall into, and this video would quickly come to an end if that happened. But look at the size of that cypress knee. That thing is massive, and there's not only one, there's two, there's three. Those have to be, in my opinion, the biggest on the property. Let me do a quick look around before I continue, make sure there's nothing stalking me or sitting next to me ominously. I think we're good. And whoa, whoa, oh, look at that. There's a nice burl right there on that tree, double burl. That's a double burl girl right there. Oh, that's nice, that's cool. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna trudge through this. I wish I had my Walmart work boots. Which there is some issues now. I might as well just explain it. So Jeremy did have to leave. Wow, that tree is massive. Immediately, I believe it was either Wednesday or Thursday morning, one of the two. Probably Thursday morning, I'm pretty sure. And me and Conky, as you guys should have seen, we drove down with Jeremy. We weren't planning on flying, so packed a little bit of extra stuff that I don't feel comfortable taking on a plane. So my options were mail that stuff home to me before I get home, or just leave it here at Camp Hales and hope that I'll return one day to grab it. So that's actually my plan, because I did not choose the alternative, which was to mail things home, which would have been the smart option. But we are, of course, doing stuff, trying to entertain ourselves while you're here, and there's just, I didn't feel like there'd be a good time to stop and go to the post office and do anything like that. So I am going to have to leave a lot of my nice things here, which is okay. And as I was saying, Conky did take off. Conky was not feeling well. His shark adventure was just so much fun. His legs were just completely destroyed afterwards. I'm surprised that the captain didn't offer him, oh wow, you guys heard that squish, that splurch, some type of sunscreen protection. But of course, you know, creatures. So once again, Conky did end up taking off. He has to go home. I hope he feels better. I really do. Oh, there we go. Some little tracks. That's what I like to see. What do you guys think? Piglets or deer? There's only, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2, at most 3 sets of tracks here. They definitely, oh, they do continue on that way. But you would think you'd see more over there. That looks a lot softer than all this stuff, which I'm standing on it and barely, you know, barely leave a print myself. So, oh, look at that. I love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, sliding. Slipping and sliding. Definitely pretty cool. Oh, there's a nice big track right there. I was also warned, now this is taking a risk, folks. Remember, I am an adventurous type of guy, so I appreciate all the warnings and stuff about people saying that there might be a lot of venomous snakes and you might get lucky and see one before you get into danger, but there's more venomous spiders and you cannot see them, or at least have a less chance of seeing them before you walk into one. So I had a lot of you wonderful viewers let me know that I'm taking one Hales of a risk, and that's for sure, because you never know what you might walk into unknowingly. But of course, you know, I'm trying to keep my wits about me, and oh, I'd love to. I wish I put my waders on, but I was only coming out here for a quick video. But of course, I've already taken several detours and we've got tracks again, big tracks. Checking one more time for a swamp ape. You know, so I was recently reading that, of course, Florida has the swamp ape. You know, the Arctic region has the Yeti. The oceans have the sea monkey. I don't know why I couldn't get that without laughing. Check it out. Look at the size of that bottle. That's cool. And now I'm actually kind of lost. I don't remember how I got here. It had to have been this way. And I did just realize, it did just dawn on me that the other day I was saying, if you're going to go somewhere you don't know, here's another bottle right at my feet. Make sure you go with a buddy. But of course, Rob and Guapo are sleeping. And everybody pretty much informed me, you know, What You Do and Willis informed me, the Sean Goodman informed me. Some of the viewers informed me that if that snake would have bitten me, so you guys don't know how far I am off the trail and how much of a hike it would have been back to the gator at the time. I more than likely would have died in the woods before I got back to the camp. So that's why I keep saying I have to consider myself extremely lucky. Like Travis, What You Doing Willis, he was like, yeah, dude, you would not have made it back to the camp. You more than likely wouldn't. And I was by myself at the time. That's when the fellas were shark fishing, and Rob and Guapo weren't necessarily here yet. They were in Florida, but they weren't at the camp. They were still in Orlando. You know, their flight just landed. They were dealing with all that rental car shenanigans, which I don't know why that seems to keep happening here in Florida. Florida rental car companies do better. Come on. I don't understand why it's so difficult. It's a customer service thing. You guys should have these things ready to go. It should be like clockwork for you guys. No missing a beat. So I don't understand what's going on there. So the Sean Goodman said, yeah, you would have expired. And I tried to tell him, I was like, nah, dude, I'm tough. I would have got mostly there before I died. So, and then my friends, and they let me know that if I would not have died, I could have lost a limb at the very least. So there was definitely a possibility of that. And I don't want that. So definitely be careful while you're out here. Definitely have a buddy. All right, that's a good sign. That's a nice marker right there. Seen that earlier on my way this way. So I know where I'm going now. And I'm gonna see if I can get back. And once again, I'm looking at my feet, so I'm just showing the camera everything that's around. And if you guys see something, make sure you put it in the comment section below. What did you see? What did it look like? Was it clicking? Was it hiding behind a tree staring at me intently? A lot of you did let me know, which I think is pretty cool, that big paw print that I found was more than likely a Florida panther, which Rob was very doubtful of, because he says it's one of the most elusive creatures in the world. They're very rarely seen in Florida themselves, the Florida panther. And I was like, Rob, you think they're more elusive than snow leopards? And I've seen several of those through documentaries. So if they're more elusive than a snow leopard, that's pretty cool. But if I do come across a Florida panther, it would be really neat for me to get official documentation of one. Hopefully I make it out of that situation alive. You know, you can respect nature all you want. I preach this a lot, you know, respect nature, treat nature with respect. It should respect you back, you know. Don't do anything foolish. But that's not always the case, you know. Nature has a mind of its own. These are living, breathing creatures that have survival instincts. So just because you treat them with respect. And one of the biggest cases of that really adapted how I think and feel is, you know, Steve Irwin, as sad as that is. I loved Steve Irwin. It broke my heart when he passed. Let me check the grass real quick. Oh, I thought that was some cool butterfly, but it's literally just a fern, a brown fern with the sunlight coming through on it. That really got me. That was super duper cool. So definitely got to be careful, you know. Definitely take proper precautions. Once again, if you're doing something stupid where you have the chance of getting hurt or killed, always do it with a buddy. This, of course, is one of those instances that I'm talking about. So I'm not doing something extremely smart, but you know, I enjoy these walks for sure, but that should never get in the way of safety. You know, safety first. So one of these days I'll take my own advice and I'll learn that you got to have a buddy with you. But like I said, those guys are sleeping, so let's let them sleep. We've got a big day ahead of us. We're going to go swim at the manatees, and then we've got a nice long drive. Oh, actually, we've got to clean up Camp Hales. Then we're going to go swim with the manatees over at Manatee Springs. Hopefully that'll be another video, another good video. I'm hoping they're there. They might be, they might not be. We've only ever seen them there once or twice, which was pretty nice. And you can actually swim right next to them. Not like the Crystal River where we swam with manatees, like literally in, like we got in the boat to go out to find them and they were right there in the marina. So I thought that was just too cool. Jeremy was absolutely loving that last year too. Something just ran. So hopefully we'll see them. There's lots of turtles there. There's also a wildlife preserve, so that's absolutely awesome. I love that. You all know I love that. I don't have to say it. You know I love that. So I'll definitely do my best to get some good footage out there. And after we do that, we're heading to Orlando, where we're going to get a hotel and maybe do some attractions out there. And then tomorrow morning we fly out. Oh man, the flies are out. They're looking for breakfast, and I think I'm the only thing available right now. One just bit me through my shirt. And these are, I believe, the biting flies. And why do I keep doing that? I gotta keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna take one more look at this here pond. And then I'll probably head over to the other pond, but we'll see. Depends. I don't think Rob or Guapo are probably awake. Maybe Rob. Guapo definitely not, but we definitely do need to get going. We definitely need to start going. I still don't see. Oh, that was one of those screaming frogs. I still don't see an 8 to 10 foot gator. Oh, I think I do see a gator though. No, I don't think so. Did see one the other day, a little one in this pond. And then into the creek over there, of course. That's probably, they have to go that way, I imagine. I don't really know. It seems to me like, just like when I was showing the gators the other day that I found, they would like hide on the side where I really couldn't see them. And I just think that's funny. That's probably where they're all hiding right now. It's just over there. I mean, that's right now, that's the best area for sunning. So if they're coming up for some morning sunning, that's where they're gonna be, you know. You can obviously see there's some missing greenery from right there, so they definitely cross into there, and you can see there's a little path right there as well. So that's definitely where they have been, but I'm very disappointed. The 9 to 10 foot gator has eluded me. But we're gonna go check the other pond, and I still have not seen a gator in that one yet. I did see a gator in the creek. We saw a gator over here the other day, little one. We called her Allie. But I still have not seen one in the pond right by the house, right by the camper. So we're gonna go check that out next. It is 100% a beautiful Florida day today. No chance of rain. Rains were yesterday. We're looking at about 90 degrees, and that's the Florida sky that I was telling you guys about. Not a cloud in the sky, just nothing but blue and sun. And that's what I love. That's what we're here for. Yesterday was a nice little break from the heat and the humidity, and today, honestly, this morning is very perfect. I think it's somewhere in the upper 70s, maybe low 80s. I don't think it's quite that hot. I'm pretty sure it's upper 70s. Humidity is at a minimum. This is very comfortable. This reminds me of being here during winter. Florida winter is definitely some of the best weather conditions I think I've ever experienced in my life. And I've lived in Hawaii, which I believe to be a paradise. Nothing so far has compared to the temperature and weather and just overall general feel of being in Hawaii. But Florida in the winter definitely comes very close. So I'm gonna take the long way. This is the area that we ran into the pigs with the gator. It was just right up here somewhere. So I have to imagine they go over here. Maybe they live in there somewhere and they come through here to eat and, you know, play and dig holes. There's the house and the camper. So somewhere over here, I don't think I'll be able to see any trail marks, but they have to, you know, continuously come back and forth. And they were coming this way because right on the other side of these bushes, this little tree bush area, is the feeder and the pig pen, which is where we were trying to lure them into. But it was so weird that they did not fall for it, because Jeremy has seen multiple times that they've come and eaten the food while we were not here, and then as soon as we're here, nothing. You know, the only time we've seen them is during that crazy night of gatoring around with all 8 of us in the gator. I thought that was awesome. What is that? Is that litter? I'm gonna go ahead and blame Guapo for whatever I'm about to find on the floor up here. And this needs all mowed again. That is 100% a Guapo thing. These are somebody's shorts? Guapo, man. What are you doing? He was so excited that his shorts came off. I'm 100% sure these are Guapos, and I'm probably gonna find all kinds of stuff in these shorts. I will definitely return these to their rightful owner. How silly. Guapo, I love you, buddy. But let's get over. Here's the path I was looking to take. It'll circle back around, which all of this needs cleared up. And I'm pretty sure Jeremy had that as one of the things, or maybe he was expecting me to do it, which is something I actually really enjoy doing. And that's just something I haven't been able to get to. I haven't been able to get onto the Hulk and smash this grass. All right, let's quiet it up a little bit. Oh, little frogs. Creatures. Nothing. As far as I can tell, nothing. What is going on here? That sound is a frog. But somebody out there is going to be like, no, that's Bigfoot whistling at you. I don't know. You tell me. I don't see any gators. Why is this happening? I got up extra early just to see if I could find some gators. Nada. How crazy is that? And look, the pig bait is still there. Oh, that little frog. That noise they make is, it's definitely alarming. That's to say the least. And I don't get alarmed very easily, but that little squeak, I don't know, it must trigger something inside of me. Look at the way that water is moving right there. What could be causing that? Water bugs? Maybe? Yeah, more than likely. I just can't see them. But check it out, the little pig bait is still on the little dock here that I actually planned on finishing while we were here. But once again, just everything fell through. There was no time for real planning. Just kind of did whatever, whenever, and forgot about everything we were supposed to do. So there, the pig bait that's supposed to lure in the big alligator is still here, untouched. I think that's, I don't know if that is. Looks like a mouse trap. It'd be crazy if there was a mouse in there. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna get in there and wake the fellas up and get this day started. We've got a long day ahead of us of fun activities, driving, and then hopefully more fun activities. So if you enjoyed the video, it was very peaceful for me. I hope you enjoyed that as well. Make sure you give it a like. Don't forget to comment down below if you saw anything staring at me from within the trees, from behind me. Make sure you let me know, and don't hesitate to tell me what you think it is. I love hearing all theories. And make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to do that, and definitely turn on all notifications, and I will definitely catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.